This is a special report from KELOLAND TV.
Good afternoon. The execution of Rodney Berget has now been postponed by about 25 minutes in South Dakota.
That's right. We've been waiting for Attorney General Marty Jackley to get off the phone with the Supreme Court of the United States, as there has been a movement to appeal the death penalty.
Right, to ask for a stay in the execution. Let's go live to Brady Mallory with what's happening at the state penitentiary.
Yeah, we're in kind of a holding pattern right now. Within the last few minutes, Attorney General Marty Jackley came into the media room to give us an update on what's going on. He says he has been in contact with the Supreme Court, and we are awaiting the court's decision. Right now, Justice Gorsuch is looking over the case. And this all goes back to this case has been in front of lower courts, in and out of lower courts, the last couple of years to determine whether Berget is intellectually disabled and mentally fit for the death penalty, and that is what the Supreme Court is looking at right now. I can see Jackley, he was on the phone just now. I would believe that he is figuring out what we can do with this execution today, but so far we are just waiting to find out what happens, and we will bring you the details once Jackley comes in. We are expecting him to come in soon to give us an update about how the state will proceed today.
Okay, thanks, Brady. We're going to keep you on hold there for a few minutes and see if Jackley comes out to address the media to tell us anything new. Once again, a stay of execution was filed with the U.S. Supreme Court this morning at about mid-morning. The argument here is that Rodney Berget is intellectually disabled. Berget has an IQ reportedly of about 70, which would be considered intellectually disabled. According to a U.S. Supreme Court decision, Atkins versus Virginia, people with intellectual disabilities are not allowed to be put to death, to be executed by states. But as this case progressed, as Brady said, through the lower courts again and again, it ruled in favor of the death penalty. Berget asked to be put to death. Another argument in this stay is the multiple times that Berget has attempted suicide. I think it's about 11 times.
Right, and you mentioned the case in another state. Even in the South Dakota Department of Corrections paperwork, it talks about the death penalty cannot be imposed on an inmate who is or was mentally retarded at the time of the commission and documented before the age of 18. Now, reports have come out that Berget was documented as borderline mentally handicapped, as a psychologist wrote, with IQ of 70 at the age of 9, so before 18. And
just today we learned that he was a participant in the Special Olympics. The Special Olympics happened in Sioux Falls. He was living in the Aberdeen area at the time as a child. Tim Shriver, who is the international chairperson for the Special Olympics, wrote an op-ed type piece, a letter saying he should not be executed. He has been tweeting to Governor Dugard asking that Berget's execution be stayed.
That's right, and there have been protests outside of the penitentiary today because of this, and people with religious beliefs against the death. There you go, live shot right now outside the Jameson Annex. People who have religious beliefs against the death penalty in general, and those who believe in alternatives to the death penalty, have said they've been in contact with Berget and have admitted that he has been requesting the death penalty recently and has accepted it.
He's asked for this. He had his last meal earlier today of pancakes and waffles and French fries. You saw some of the people against the death penalty out there. There are also people supporting the family of R.J. Johnson. We don't want to forget in this question about whether he'll be granted a stay that he did indeed murder a correctional officer at the South Dakota State Penitentiary on his birthday. His family is there to witness the execution today, should it happen. He's never denied. He admitted right away to killing R.J. Johnson, and he was quite the escape artist. Berget had done one of the biggest prison escapes back in 1987.
And he has a long history of escapes. In 87, like you said, 5 other inmates, they were gone for 2 months after escaping. Before that, in 84, he walked away from a minimum security and was gone for a month. Then back in 2002, he tried to run away while he was being transferred, and then again in 2011, killing R.J. Johnson.
Okay. Well, we are going to continue to monitor the situation. As you can see, that is the room at the state penitentiary where people will come out and speak to the media once something has happened. The podium's empty right now. We are waiting to hear from Attorney General Marty Jackley.
That's right, and we will keep you posted. You can also check online at KELOLAND.com and our social media pages for any updates. We'll now return you to regularly scheduled programming.